So lately I've been getting a lot of questions and concerns from parents who have concerns about their children, but they're too young to get an official diagnosis. And so parents are often asking like, well, what should I do? If my child is too young to get a diagnosis, is there anything else that I could do? So that's exactly what we're gonna be talking about in this video. I'm going to be sharing with you 4 different things that you can do if you have some concerns about your child, but they're not old enough to get an official diagnosis. The first thing that I recommend that you do if your child is too young to get a diagnosis, but you still have some concerns, is to document your concerns. Document the concerns that you're having and what you're seeing. So for example, if you see that your child is having trouble communicating, or you see that they're having trouble with motor skills, or they're having trouble with feeding, or they're having trouble with attention, write those things down so that way when it's time for you to consult with another professional, you will have track of all the concerns that you have. It also may be very, very crucial to record and document on a video what you're seeing, because as I know personally, sometimes kids perform differently depending on who they're in front of. So make sure you're documenting not only by writing down what you're seeing, but visually recording with your phone or a camera what you're seeing as well, or even taking pictures, so that you kind of have proof of what you're seeing. And that way too, when it's time for you to actually talk to somebody, you can kind of go back and have a reference of all the things you meant to talk to them about. The second thing that I recommend you do if your child is too young to be diagnosed, but you still have some concerns, is to definitely reach out and talk to your pediatrician. Voice to your pediatrician the concerns that you're having, and that way they can help to assist you in figuring out what further assessments or evaluations or specialists may be needed for your child. And dear parents, just so you guys know, you guys are the expert of your own children, right? So if you're having these concerns and your pediatrician or your doctors kind of tell you, oh, just wait it out, or wait and see, or wait it out, and in your gut you're like, no, but I know that something's off or something's not right, don't be afraid to get a second opinion. I honestly have seen so many times where, not to like throw any shame or anything to pediatricians, because sometimes the wait and see method does work. Sometimes kids just do things and develop in their own time. But I've also seen it on the opposite side of things, where parents do just wait and see and wait and see and wait and see, and then it gets to the point where some of the things that the child could have been working on or getting professional help with has kind of delayed their progress even more, because the parents didn't seek out additional assistance. So if you need a second opinion, definitely get it, but definitely talk to your pediatrician about the concerns that you're having. The third thing that I recommend that you do if your child is too young to get an official diagnosis, but you still have some concerns, is to seek out early intervention services. So early intervention is a state-run program, and it's particularly for children. In some states, I believe it's 3 and under, some states maybe 5 and under. But basically it is a state program that provides therapies and necessary supports for children who are at risk or have some type of developmental delay. So this program allows therapists such as OTs, physical therapists, speech therapists, nutrition, feeding, auditory testing, like a whole gamut of services that your child can be receiving in the meantime. So just because they don't have an official diagnosis does not mean they should not get the services and the help that they need. So figure out and contact your state's early intervention program to see if you can get your child qualified to get them in the program and get help to cover those concerns that you're having. And the fourth thing that you should do if you are concerned that your child is having some difficulties or some delays in some areas, but they can't get diagnosed just yet, is to still provide and create a supportive environment for them. So this may look like things such as still providing tons of play opportunities for them, getting them out into the community, getting them out to interact with other people, other children, putting them in different programs, or even you connecting with other groups or mom groups or support groups, whether it's in person or online, that you can kind of get feedback and support from. Because whether or not your child is diagnosed with something, you are still going to need support, and your child is going to need support as well. So just remember that every child develops at their own pace and in their own timing. However, if you are concerned about something, don't be afraid to speak up and get some help, or at least get a screening or an evaluation, because you do want to stay proactive and be your child's advocate. So hopefully these tips were helpful for you. If you have any other questions or concerns, or you want more information about a particular topic related to getting diagnosed or just child development in general, leave those comments and those questions below, and I'll definitely get back to you all. Until next time, bye.